Hello and welcome. Jelly Q, here again. I'm actually going to try a pour today using my big giant ordinary size hairdryer. I normally use this little mini one. It's called a Babyliss. They do make the same one, it's just not in another, it's in another colour. And you'll find the link in my drop down box for on the Amazon store for that one. I'm going to try my bigger one today because I want to blow out like a kind of bigger sunflower effect if I possibly can. And I might even start off with using a little, what can I use? Oh, maybe a cup would do. I'm not worried if it's not centered, completely centered, but I just might, and it's okay if I use a black texture because my paint is going to be black, so I'm just going to texture around. This is just a guide, but I am going to not put paint to blow there, actually just use my little sponge brush only in that area just to keep that center black, so I don't have to come and paint it in afterwards. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect. It's, you know, it's covered up that marker now. It probably would need a couple of coats to be a nice dark black, but that's my idea because I don't want that black to blow out into the rest of the piece of art, and if I poured paint on it, the black would certainly blow out. So that's the plan. I'm going to use that from there, and then I've got some creamy colour. It's just an off-white that I'm going to coat the rest of my canvas with. So I'll go over the boring bits and get that coated. And the reason I don't really like blowing my paint to cover the canvas is because you waste so much paint with it all just blowing off the edges, and you under more control when you use a sponge brush than the hairdryer. And that I find is particularly important for people that are not real good using the hairdryer for the kind of Dutch pour chaos blow styles. It just gives you definitely a lot more control. You can really get the paint where you want it and give your edges of your canvas a real good coat. So that's my theory and I'm sticking with it. Rightio, I'm going to leave quite a fair bit of paint on this canvas for the rest of my work that I intend doing on it, so at least I've got the sides nicely covered. And a bit around there, so I don't want to pick up that black, so I've got to be particularly careful. Looks like a bullseye at the moment, doesn't it? Rightio. I am going to do something bizarre in that I want mostly yellow. I'm going to use a bit of my Berry Delicious sort of around the outskirts, so this will hopefully line my blowout. Hopefully that's the plan, but as you know, it doesn't always work to plan. And then I'm going to go with, it was yellow, but then I put a good chunk of white in it so as to just get a pale yellow colour. So I'm just hoping that black already painted, of course it won't blow because it's not liquid. And then this is the darker yellow. I have no idea if this is going to work or not, but you know, I'm just going to try it. This is my champagne gold, and I'm just putting a bit of that in there too. Just a little bit. Maybe a little bit around that Berry Delicious. And then I think I'll just have to put a little bit more paint where I want to blow out to. And let's hope this works. It's very minimalistic colours. It was just an idea that I had, so I've really, you know, taken you guys along on the ride to see if it works. Right, just going to give it... Disperse any air bubbles. Right, I have not used this big chunky hairdryer for donkey's years because I find it too cumbersome. But I'll give it a go, let's see if it works even. Okay, that is super duper. I obviously need to do some work on this centre now. I mean, now I could pour a bit of that black in the centre, I guess. Let's see how I go. Push it around a little bit. It doesn't have to be a perfect circle for sure. But this on you is gorgeous. Even just, I'm just using the balloon to actually get some paint back out of it because I can dunk my balloon in and it collects the paint. And I can even do that slightly so as it softens those edges. So as I say all the time, the balloon is such a fantastic tool, not only to do balloon kisses with, but anything sort of softening the edge on that black. Wow. Like I said, I don't have to, I could remake it into a circle, but this and those, gorgeous, and that champagne gold, that's, I have to bring you down to see this. What I will probably do is let this dry and then just get a my white earbud and like put little markers in. Let me try it with my, I'll try it with the end of a chopstick. I'm just going to dip it in my yellow. It probably will be better doing this when it's dry, just to do some like little, looks like little seeds in there, I guess. Just takes the starkness off of the black. It's actually coming out when you press it like that. They look like little flowers in the centre. To keep wiping it off so that black doesn't transfer onto your little other tool. Wow, wow, wow. I think that's gorgeous. I'm going to bring you down to have a look at this. It is super. Wow, wow, wow. Look at the soft, gorgeous, feathery effects that's given. Doing it that way, blowing out that way. Like to the, and the, just having that Berry Delicious on the outside colour. Really made it pop, 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 pop. Your socks. I'm not sure if I'll work on that centre a bit more. I think it needs, I could, you know, remake, when it's all dry, I could remake that back into a black circle so it looks more like the seed centre of a, I don't know, of a flower. But I'm actually liking it not being, yeah, perfectly round or anything. But that champagne gold in there is lovely, and the two yellows, I think that very minimalistic but very effective. What do you guys think? Let me know. That was really enjoyed doing that. Thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow. Take care, my lovelies. Bye for now.